forward. So definitely can still find ways to, you know, hit sites even without the duelist. And yeah, for TSM, I feel like this is the most interesting thing.
Oh, it's DarkZero.
You know, it's wild to see them.
That's even funnier. Dark Zone. That's what they're. That's what they are now. They're Dark Zone to me. They're not DarkZero.
This exact same comp, so we've kind of come to know it. We've come to know that they're trying to flex Bang sometimes into playing a bit of a duelist instead of always having to play a controller. That's going to put Sub-Rosa
Shroud Tabasco, hotter than your CPU.
Quite a lot on and off throughout his career on this team. But the most interesting thing
I like
is
that.
seeing, you know, Wardell not play Jet. I mean, for the longest time, he was like the last hold out on, you know, not being willing to flex off of Jet like many other players had done over time. And so seeing him, you know, playing the Sage is very interesting. It's very interesting. Like, there's some other teams who will run Sage in this map. Like, I know 100 Thieves made it very famous at times. So it's not unheard of to see a Sage play on this map, but it is unheard of to see Wardell not play Jet, right? So it's interesting to see them kind of make this pivot,
similar. This is kind of what they did last time, right?
Yeah. Sign, right? The willingness to be more flexible, but how it plays out long term is a whole different story. Don't really know yet.
Also come to find out. We also talked about the fact that for TSM, their attacking half has been a little bit shaky at times, and on the other front for DZ, typically walk away right
Ooh, nice shots.
mark is what they were able to secure defensively. So we'll see if they can kind of match those expectations here once again. Frag will go out, and against the Bros is going to try to find a bit of a corner. Play a little bit of hopscotch with it, but he does get into some safety over into the backside, so he's going to stay pretty healthy through this. Leviathan will also read it defensively. There are still members mid-market, and at 55 seconds, TSM will reposition.
They will, but with Harmon playing such a forward angle on A main, as long as he doesn't commit too hard, he'll be able to kind of early detect them pivoting back over to A. But
oh shit, he's going to catch this guy.
Now I'm a little bit worried that he might get caught. And indeed he does. Wardell will find the
I thought he was going to get him.
To heal himself, and now they can take an A site. Now, Ainge is nearby. But what can he do to stop this?
The answer looks like he's not going to do too much, at least not initially. It's looking to see if anyone will push him into his dark cover, and actually he will reveal
Wardell on Sage, they really want to win.
An opportunity to move on through. Flash comes out simultaneously with the knife. One player will be suppressed completely, but that's a player that has already backed away from the site. So the players that are still existing here to hold on to the spike for TSM, very much so still very fine and damaged.
Oh, you heard him.
Though, able to come around the corner, finds one, but now
I mean, they still won, but he's got no bullets.
And a 1v3 tries to walk forward, and as he does, Wardell finds the easy kill, and TSM control here through the pistol to win the first round.
Yeah, just, you know, having that mid presence early and being able to pick up on Harmon getting aggressive on the A side of the map, being able to convert that into, you know, a vulnerable A site where they have advantage, able to roll it into victory. Big round to win if you're TSM. Just try to, you know, get your footing here early on Ascent. Your last lifeline here for this stage, really, until the last chance comes up. That's, you know, while after Challengers playoffs and Berlin is over.
Listen, TSM winning a pistol is not a good sign. I know you guys are hyped up, but
stick around and be relevant in VCT.
Early knife, just to see if there's any information, not just over towards the orb, but it also will allow an opportunity for Screwface to comfortably get into Cubby. Going to get pressured here for a moment. Actually, he throws a really nice shock dart out. Does connect onto Leviathan for a significant amount of health. So, job well done as they go Aldrone for shock dart exchange. Sub-Rosa walks on in. I don't know if DarkZero are going to fully recognize this as they're trying to collect some more presence over towards this A site, but no, they do not expect it whatsoever. TSM find the first 2 kills, no problem.
Yeah, kind of had to just gamble, right? You don't really have much to work with. They just had to play outside to try to play for retakes. Sub-Rosa just sneaks through with his smoke on the switch and able to get in there, and they set up basically a crossfire from sight and A mains on anyone trying
flawless?
To the doorway. And
beautiful.
Pretty easy pickings for TSM, but to be expected. You know, DZ didn't have anything to work with here.
What time is it in your country?
The beginning of Has for Valorant.
7:40, 47, 7:48. Sorry.
TSM handles the bonus. That's always like the big test of a team is how they handle their bonus round. Because if you win it, all of a sudden you're rolling into a pretty solid lead early in the half. If you don't, then it's just kind of the norm.
Thank you for the $5. TSM, TSM, TSM.
Goes to dictate the pace.
2 clean rounds for TSM. That's the big news overall. So you're able to collect a tally of kills, but beyond that, for DZ, even with their full purchase coming up, you know, they're going to have essentially zeroed out bank accounts. So, I mean, you have to find some value here if you're DarkZero. You can't just keep going through this, you know, chip by chip, kill by kill. You need something significant here. So, yeah, I think you're right for TSM. How successful can they make this bonus? And really that conversation could just be how many kills do you get? You don't even need to necessarily win the round because these members defensively are going to be hard-pressed to purchase going into the 4th.
Sure. We are going to see TSM just kind of take their time and look to maybe work some mid control at the back of this drone.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's 7-4.
We're going
I'm
to see
stupid.
the drone roll
744.
here over the
My bad.
archway, trying to get some info on Gelato and Market, which will clear both of those. But Screwface, of course, playing behind the smoke.
Somehow
so
the
that
8 looked. The 4 looked like an 8. I don't know.
Wall will now go up to secure market control. TSM won it, but now they're already a player behind.
I don't know. I don't know.
On B site.
I'm going blind, I guess.
Like it's actually going to make its way back and then be dropped over through the spawn. So TSM really trying to value some early information, but it's not even early anymore. We've got 45 seconds left.
It still doesn't make sense. Yes, it does.
And start to make a play. It looks like for TSM, they're going to rely on this barrier orb to try to get it through mid.
You want me to show? I'll show you right now.
Yeah, but now Sobrosa's been detected and silenced. And so now Harmon knows they're probably trying to split B. That's why he's spamming this B lobby area. He knows exactly what's happening here. They have such a good read in the situation thanks to his drone timing earlier in the round. Now we just witnessed there from the knife.
Paranoia does make its way forward. Harmon only able to find one. Leviathan, good trade. And on the site, completely by themselves, but that'll be fine. Finds the first and the second. How about a third? Absolutely. And DarkZero able to only essentially give away a single kill. Beautiful play from Ange.
Yeah, again, it's just great play from DZ.
Reliving on Mars.
Play off of TSM, going for that mid control. They found the perfect timing with Screwface to take down Bang early. And then at that point, again, they just got perfect reads. Great use of knife, great use of drone. They knew exactly what they were up against. They knew the timing of TSM's B split. They just had such a good understanding of what was coming their way, and they had the defense in place to handle it. So, good first round here from DZ, but now it's full buy versus full buy. Let's see where we're at.
Early recon bolt does scout out Bang, but Bang had essentially made his position revealed when he tossed out the Lear. So
chat, I have a confession to make.
It's an early battle for what's happening.
I fucked up.
For TSM, they're happy to keep poking and prodding.
I forgot about daylight savings. It's actually 8:46.
They're trying to have some presence with Subrosa here over on the A side
I'm so
of the map.
stupid.
Laying a
I'm so
smoke down
dumb.
on Switch, just kind of making them think that they could be putting some pressure on A. There is, of course, Anderson watching A main. Just have his Viper wall up. Now we have Harmon clearing out B lobby there with the drone. So they know that TSM are having to play fairly back. The only thing they don't really know about is how deep TSM could be up middle. Screwface is having to just kind of watch it from defensive back halls. But other than that, they have good intel on both lobby areas.
Chat just doesn't know.
Offensive recon dart gets denied. No information to be found there. Bell, operator in hand. Nebula to cover. Ange again. Aiming through the nebula.
It's 8:47.
Much with this, but it is throw enough consideration for TSM to back.
Chat just doesn't know.
Now
It's
the
crazy.
knife has actually been played out.
Whatever.
It does look like TSM wants to rotate, knowing that information gathering tool is down.
Yeah, they're gonna try to go back.
You guys just don't know about Newfoundland. Like it's just crazy. It's like it doesn't even exist in your head, and that's disrespectful.
But
It's crazy.
Kohler over the top, able to collect them before they get in. Anderson's still already on site, and two have already rotated up top.
Yeah, this is going to be a really difficult spot for TSM. Time to be a problem. 10 seconds on the clock. You have to stick for a plant. So Rosa trying to find a couple, and how about a third? But the spike actually does get dropped for a moment. Bang able to recover and still plant just in the nick of time. So now 2v3 situation. DarkZero need to find a way to retake, and they've snuck right past the Aldrin, at least initially. Sabrosa finds their fourth elimination, and Bang cleans up the fifth and final. TSM go up 3-1.
They got stalled out for so long, and they decided to go ahead and swing over to A. Kohler gets that first pick over the smoke, and you start to get a little bit concerned for TSM because the time's running low. They're getting disrupted on the spike plant, but Subrosa making big plays yet again here, just sweeping through the side, getting such key frags to allow the spike to eventually.
It is actually kind of weird that there's like half-hour time zones. Like what?
Again, Subrosa was the
Who made that?
TSM success.
Who's making these rules up?
On that previous
You know what I'm saying?
map, especially defensively. So to see him have a big play,
TSM Reginald. Oh shoot!
It means that he's keeping that good form going forward.
We got a legend in chat.
Face gets a nice little angle on Sentry turret.
Dude, Leviathan and this freaking Odin.
TSM, making their way through B main. They already find Ange, no worries. 5v4, huge arsenal advantage, of course, up superiority galore. Bordelli was go up top. Harmon misses the chance for.
Dude, nice clean round.
Play. And Sabrosa. Well, he's going to be able to just at least give information that, yeah, map.
Flawless, baby.
But the thing about it is, even in these eco rounds that you don't figure DarkZero are going to find ways to win, they're not finding kills. And TSM are finding flawless rounds, which is great for their overall economy on the stack.
Oh yeah, absolutely. This is exactly what the doctor ordered for TSM that hang around this series, is to win rounds and win them confidently without losing too much along the way. Keep that economy
Time should
strong,
be
keep
universal.
yourself
I agree.
throughout the entirety of the map.
I agree
That way, even if you push yourself
entirely.
in a couple of rounds, you're not out of it. Now they have plenty of ults in play as well, 4 to be exact. So they definitely have a lot going for them here. They're playing patient. They're, you know, getting
Like
some
it
nice
should be
early presence, at least on the front end, whether it be
4:19
mid or
p.m.
lobby.
everywhere in the
They're
world.
playing, you know, smart.
And then the
reactionary
only
now.
difference is like other places just have to adjust, right? Like instead of waking up at 8 a.m. for work, you know, they'd be waking up at 4 or 5 p.m. for work or whatever, right? And then they'd be leaving work. You know what I'm saying? Like just make it universal, make it easier for the rest of the world, and just
a decent recovery, but more importantly, at least for DZ, they're able to largely
fine.
hold on to the site. Bang, I was going to say, is starting to influence that the other direction. He will find one, but Kohler still holding their ground. Would have to go all 5 though. This is a 1v3 that is going to be very hard priced, especially as the spike starts to rotate.
It's over, man. Like this map is already over in my head. Like TSM is just.
He has a good
Sorry?
read the situation. Really, the only way back in for Kohler is through middle, but eventually, I'm sure Hayes will understand that timing and at least relay that to his teammates to be watched out for, which they are watching right now as they walk through Link. So now Kohler really just looking to save an operator at this point, not really looking to play the round. TSM should jump up to 5, no problem. And yeah, I feel like these little aggressive lurk plays that Subrosa's making onto A site, whether they use it or not, is a different story. But he's having
It's not a
impact
jinx.
on rounds.
I'm telling you, it's not a jinx. They've already won.
Take the site, or they use it to, you know.
You remember what happened with
get
FaZe
themselves
when they had a
going
lead like this?
simultaneously. So they're definitely getting a lot of value out of Subrosa making these timings on the A side of the map.
They almost lost.
Great opening though, and again, credit to Leviathan.
But
Able to be the lead.
they won.
Open up the door with the Hunter's Fury to allow that play to occur. So, comfortable 5 here for TSM. And I would say, just as far as the tally is concerned, you know, of course, TSM historically great in this map for DarkZero defensively. You have to feel like the aim is to try.
Wait, I think it was Ghost. Never mind. Wrong team. Sorry, that was Ghost that had the lead.
So
Fuck.
Great success. Not just getting to that tally, but
My bad.
secure the map beyond that. So that has to be the goal. But the problem here is DarkZero's really only going to have the operator to play with. You have to feel like maybe some pistol or maybe SMG.
That was Ghost that had the lead, and they did lose.
Sure. Kind of curious to see what they're going to go around.
The point I was trying to make.
That situation.
Just-
Anderson having a cold start here.
Just so off. Just
like
so.
it.
Just
Normally the guy
couldn't
that's
have been more
like
wrong,
lifting his
really.
Team, and he will have a Spectre coming into this round. He's the biggest investment besides the saved operator that goes to Screwface. Everybody else is up upgraded pistols here. TSM looking to maybe get a little bit of earlier A lobby control this time around.
DZ's just going for a gamble stack on B. TSM's just going to do a little default, feel the round out, kind of see what's going on.
In B main, Bang playing pretty cautious around this corner. Understanding that this very well could be the case. Aldrone will make sure he's got the play. On his position. It's going to get scouted out here, although maybe not. Wait, the flash comes out. I think Bang still read this. Yeah, he has. Finds the first.
And now they're going to
dismiss away towards safety. TSM will be happy with the first blood and then back
just
away.
like that, the round's over.
Rosa hitting from the shadows. He's got up top towards heaven as an operator exchange happens one side of A.
Go bang.
Yeah, just big plays here from TSM. Great management of everything going on essentially over towards the B lobby area.
I didn't think about it till right now, but Reyna's a very, very, very good character to like feel out an eco, because if it's an eco, like most likely Reyna's gonna get the 1, and then you get all of that info after getting the 1 because you just can't be traded on.
Yeah, it sounds about right. That little
It's cool.
cursor shake up. Recon bolt pushing it back. I mean, yeah, there's not much you can do. Maybe find a kill. No, not going to happen. So another flawless round. That's 3 times now that we've been able to say that for TSM. Pulling up.
I mean, they had to res, but yeah, it was flawless, I guess.
Much, if anything, when they've got the weapon advantage.
They're basically firing on all cylinders right now.
Yeah.
You look at the scoreboard. You got Bang the Wardell, all 1 frag apart. 7 frags or better. They're out-fragging everyone on DZ. Again, Anderson yet to get on the board when he's normally one of their top fraggers. So just the combination of TSM playing some nice, you know, map control play.
Screwface is an opper, and I love it.
You know, trading so efficiently. Not even really trading as much as they're just sweeping through.
Yeah. Hey. minimal trades required, if any. Oh, Screwface just sits in the slow arm, gets rewarded for it. High risk, high reward, takes first blood. And I was about to say, for DarkZero, this round is going to feel like a must-win for you if you want to stay in this map.
Oh, yeah, that's for certain. That's a good way to kick things off there, getting that opening pick.
I'm surprised they didn't at least try to, like...
Crossing into A lobby.
Well, I guess that's not. Never mind.
Ainge looking to try to keep
Yeah.
tabs on the situation.
That's tough.
Oh, almost gets caught, able to get away, uses smoke for cover to escape. Subrosa trying to put the pressure on here with the smoke on the door, as well as a paranoia thrown into sight. Leviathan also followed that up with some shots.
They're trying to fake it, but it's not.
Presence. They're not actually looking to attack here. They're just looking to maybe throw a bit of a...
It's not going to work.
Place, maybe cause a rotation. As they're really looking to try to
Oh,
attack
that
on the
sucks.
side now.
Oh, that sucks. Oh, that sucks. Literally, they're getting
This is
sucked.
very confident for DarkZero. This is nothing but a fake. And while the Empress does get popped, and the snake bites will block entry. That's unbelievable control, even beyond just the barrier orb, which is going to dissipate here sooner rather than later.
Those snake bites completely counter the barrier going down. I mean, they just crushed this push on the B side thanks to those snake bites.
That round fell apart so bad.
Easy have handled this round perfectly.
It goes to show, and I know it's going to feel like for most out there, all the experts that are like, yeah, I mean, this is going to be pretty stock, but I mean, just the value from Screwface, getting that opening knife to read that. There's only one player here. I mean, he sees everything in A lobby once he gets detection off of the 0-point knife. So that just gives you that extra boost of confidence. I mean, how many times would you have a recon bolt be used the same way and not find the information? Because
all TSM is doing is pretty much just giving them some hope
to see how many people are actually at the front
with
door.
that round, and they're going to take it all away. That's it, really.
You can see the thought there from TSM, tries, throw the fake on A, wall up. Just
it's kind of fucked up if you think about it, but that's just the TSM way.
Through the lane, you know that DZ do not have.
Give him a little. That's why DZ took the first map. DZ took the first map because
just tell everyone West Coast time is all that matters. DZ bunch of scrubs BTW.
Available the entire time, and I like that. Anderson's smart about it. Like, he's used this wall at A sometimes. He's used it at B sometimes. He's kind of been dynamic in his setup, and it's making it hard for TSM to read, and those snake bites are just so well placed. I mean, again, it's one of those situations where DZ, again, get like a good read of the situation, react accordingly, and so they get a second round on the board. But TSM are still having a hell of an attacking side here. I mean, they have really been crushing it early on here, and if they can just keep it up, they'll be just fine. Again, both tournament lives are on the line here, particularly TSM's in this map at least.
Yeah. It's going to take a lot for DarkZero to start chipping into this half. I mean, you still had Wardell at 9K.
Wait, what did that person just say in chat? Hold on.
Plenty of money for the next foreseeable.
Shroud, why do you still waste your life playing video games? You have enough money to do what you want. Go ahead and have a good life and spend time with family.
Advantage at any point in time through the
wrong.
The rounds we have here, but still,
if I was to quit right now,
I think you have to look at this opening tally and say we need to get.
Then what's the fucking point?
5 would be great.
I'm trying to make some moves in my life.
It's still on the table for sure.
I'm trying to make the Shroud sauce. 100 years running Shroud sauce. Okay? I can't make that if I just quit. If I quit, there's no Shroud sauce. Are you kidding me? Imagine a world without Shroud sauce. Imagine a world without a game that I helped make. You know what I'm saying? I got things to do.
Survives through the payment.
Can a pro team be competitive if they don't run Sova?
The first one. Subrosa finds the second some clearance
probably.
Enough to actually get this spike.
Why not?
Plus also put some pressure.
Sova is good though.
Over towards heaven. Retake now for Dark.
Son of a fucking shit internet NA. Fuck. Sorry.
And you have to hope that there's going to be quick follow-up. Wardell up top. Misses a shot into Anderson, but there is no full punish. Now Kohler trying to make their way through, but that's completely denied as there are multiple TSM members playing gatekeeper right here for the dark cover. Just up to Harmon. Not bad for 2. And is able to grab the operator and likely just survive and get away with it.
Good job there by TSM, just being able to lay into that A slide. Screwface was just so uncomfortable there. They never really gave him a chance to do much. They just closed him in so well. They will get that round under their belts. They're now up 7-2 and starting to really get a feel for things here on ASCENT. Again, it's been their bread and butter map at times. They've had a couple of struggles in April on the map, but now they're with this new composition with Wardell on the stage, Bang on the Reyna. They're able to just really get it going here.
I mean, you can see Screwface is trying to buy a piece of real estate to stand on. Not going to happen. And Anderson, again, just gets a chance to punish Wardell, not able to. And you wonder what you could have maybe found as the retake was trying to be there, getting rid of the operator off the table, but couldn't quite successfully convert. So now 7-2 in around 10. Still full purchase here for DarkZero's defense. And Anderson has said, all right, enough nonsense over here through A. Let's make you deal with this Viper's Pit before you could even take a look over it once again. But honestly, for Noble, or pardon me, for Leviathan, he gets caught.
Oh, damn.
Just a touch
I like that. Tagged him.
There is a chance where Harmon nearly
Tagged him with the dog, pinged it.
A bit wide with it.
He didn't get the kill, but still, I like it.
Yeah, I mean, TSM are just trying to, keep their presence all across the map right now. They're trying to maybe poke and prod, get a little bit of control towards B lobby. Still trying to keep their presence over at A main despite
Hannah's home.
Viper Spit being in play. They're at least still hanging out outside of it.
Define the use case for Shroud sauce. Is it spicy? Is it sweet? Or is it pure vinegar?
Control just yet. They know it's likely focused towards B lobby. Definitely has some utility in place to deal with it.
All right, so now they know at least who is knocking on the front door. The thing about it is, the spike is not a part of this play, and DarkZero are still holding pretty strongly with Anderson inside his own.
Saw you walk in.
Screwface is still holding on to Tree. 30 seconds left. The spike is trying to make a rotation. This is going to have to be super clean from TSM. If Kohler can even just hold on to this front door a little bit longer with Ainge, they very well may just win this off the clock. Here comes the play forward. Spike is still not here. 16 seconds. Kohler for one. Ainge a second. Ooh. How about the third? And the spike's not going to be able to get here whatsoever. The delay is just too lengthy for TSM, and the round is going to be won by DarkZero off the game clock.
Yeah, this is just really good timing by DarkZero's utility, right? You have the Viper's Pit, which kind of guarantees you a lobby control.
What?
You don't really have to worry about that. They have a really
White
good
people happy.
From
I'm making sauce.
Able to get a good read that no market control or gelato control have been taken.
Making sauce.
You didn't see anybody working.
It's gonna be like a spot,
position.
like sweet
and so
chili
they
Thai
can just
sauce.
kind of
It's gonna be like sweet chili Thai, but
always
sweet chili Thai is always like
tactics through and through
sweet.
from that
I
point
want it to
forward.
be hotter.
Able to get them a third round on the board, so showing some signs
Yeah,
of
like
life
a
winning the last
in-betweenish.
3 at the end of this first half, keeping themselves in the hunt.
But
So
a little
couple of
hotter.
ults in play coming into this next round as well.
Hot, sweet chili Thai shroud sauce.
Oh, we've seen this before.
Indeed, we have.
I don't know, I like sauce.
Wardell is a little bit more cautious.
I really like sauce.
But that is a valuable knife. It'll actually read
almost everything I eat
single TSM
has some
that's
sauce.
over there, which actually is almost every single TSM member. It's just Sabrosa who's not a part of this play. Kohler is going to actually scout out this player hiding just beyond the archway. Spam shots will come through, but it will result in only a little bit of damage on Debang because everyone will still stay healthily alive.
It's gonna go everywhere. It's gonna go into Taco Bell
damage,
packets,
nothing
Donald
super
packets. You know what I'm
notable.
saying? Like the ketchup sauce. It's gonna be like.
See now, TSM looking to
And it's gonna go worldwide.
They're actually using these op shots that
Gonna go everywhere.
Bang to creep more and more forward on middle, but it has been spotted in the market by Kohler. So they will just backpedal off that. They'll just look for the A split. There are some Asher stars they're gonna have to contend with though. They need to be a little bit careful. That knife comes out at a really good time over towards Cat detects 3 people. That's great for Screwface. They get a good read of the situation.
Yeah.
They have a good defense in position. They're already rotating. They even had the flank from Kohler through the B link into middle.
Oh, but the recon dart allows them forward.
TSM. TSM.
A little
TSM.
miscommunication between Anderson and Harmon of who's going to deal with the recon bolt. Screwface forced to find a kill, and he provides. Null has been earned for him. Leviathan going to toss a shock dart up top, and
They lost first map,
the entire
but
time will not miss that.
No, I didn't. I'm not jinxing anything.
Situation, and DarkZero, after an initial brilliant read on the play, come up a bit empty, and an opportunity for TSM to go down to 8, and it's looking good for it. Kohler up top will have to do something if they even want to go for it, and those spam shots that actually connect might just actually force him back, and they're going to have to play for a 4th round coming up next.
Yeah, that is kind of a tough pill to swallow because, I mean, while I'm sitting here kind of watching the round play out, I'm liking everything I'm seeing out of DarkZero there. I mean, once again, they kind of deny mid-control access. They get a good read. They have Kohler pressing through B lobby, into the link to middle, so it seems like he's going to have a quick flanking option, or at least, be able to confirm that they are indeed going to A side and they can have the good defense in place. But yeah, like you said, they're both preoccupied by this recon bolt, and Hayes just comes in and capitalizes on it. I mean, that's just something you don't really account for happening.
Any plans to play Tarkov?
TSM certainly happy it did.
No.
Tough round as well for sure right there for DZ, but they still have a chance with full purchases coming into play for this final round of the half.
The Blast X.
TSM have definitely reasserted their dominance here on Ascent so far through it. 8-3 the tally. Harmon playing on top of the site.
Oh my god, he ulted it. He tried to counter the ult.
From me tonight, but when is this game you're going to make going to happen? And what type of game are we talking?
Who knows, man? Who knows? Who knows? Nobody knows.
Kind of keep your life.
Oh, they got a res.
Will be recovery here, and plus the shots from Ainge, you'll find 2 in.
Actually, you're right. That is a good thing he ulted it.
Premeditated this was to get the Nolan.
Damn, that's actually a 2,000 IQ ult. I didn't even think about that.
Right back in the mix, and DarkZero have a 4 on 2.
Yeah.
They also cleared out A main right now at the trail.
That's sick.
So they have a pretty good idea that it's probably middle or B side. Anderson's just trying to anchor in on B-side buy time for the rotation here as Hayes and Bang trying to still make something of this round. It's the final round of the half, so they're certainly trying to make the best play that they can. Bang trying to pressure back off clear. Playing straight out is probably not going to lead to a victory. Has to take a risk, but it gets caught. Wow. And now that's going to be it there.
No, TSM is not losing.
Right here
they're going to win this pistol.
Start to get a couple of things going.
And then once they win the pistol,
we'll see if they can keep it up after a short break.
No, they're going to win the pistol. I didn't jinx anyone. If I jinxed them, they would have lost. Guess what? They won. No, they won. I don't jinx anybody. They're gonna win. Copium? I could just block you. Now you're gone. No. I am hungry. Like what? Yeah. Do you want to order something? Or what are you thinking? Like this?
Shroud source going prestige. Worldwide. Prestige prestige. Worldwide worldwide.
My chat loves it. The sauce. It doesn't matter what the sauce is. The fact that it's Shroud sauce is all they want. They want my sauce. What? They want it. Right, chat? Woo! Yeah, see, they want it. They freaking want it. Always make food. Like, you can't. Just like last time, that was really good. Mm-hmm. I tried. I tried. Oh. Yes. Or this. Yeah, probably. Maybe. I don't know. 5.5 hours. These go on for a while. I just watch stuff now. I don't play. I'm a reactor.
had a really strong handle on the first part of the first half, but DarkZero able to recover 3 of the final 5 rounds to make the score relatively close.
Yeah.
So an 8-4 tally will swap the sides, and
Yeah.
TSM get the flex now defensively.
Yeah, it's that 4-round stretch in the middle of the half that really is what kept TSM on top here. And a couple of those rounds are really close, to be honest with you. I think like SHROUD had like a big quad kill on A site to lock in one of them. So honestly, the game feels a bit closer than the scoreboard indicates. And it's no knock on anybody on the server. I just feel like DZ maybe could have gotten 5 or 6 rounds there.
They're calling me the reactor.
Plays for SHROUD and co, but still a pretty good half from TSM.
Shroud's reactor sauce.
I'm
just thinking of something, you know.
Blow for blow to kick things
Go
off.
TSM. Win this pistol. Win this game. Go to the third map and crush
just running at each other
them.
At the gates and see who wins the battles.
Yeah, just trying to play off that
Undetermined
turret. So that was kind of neat.
Yeah. Seen that come through before. MVP of that round, honestly. Wardell wants to maybe play off his wall a little bit wider. Shuts the door on a play through middle, but this wall is still pretty healthy. It looks like DarkZero determined to let it dissipate naturally before they make a play.
Yeah, sure. Might as well. Plenty of time left. Wardell now has to
keep
tabs. Has spot a player pretty early. Able to fall back into sight here. That means that we'll be able to take into B.
Oh, yeah.
A bit off.
Start with a dink.
Comes a bit late at lobby. They're able to come out of that no problem. And Wardell is getting run down. But SHROUD gets here, but he's so low on health.
Yeah, he got dinked on the way forward. Bot is able to send one in response. Shock Dart actually sidestepped by Wardell, still at 77 health. Anderson and Harmon trying to still work their way in collectively. Wardell
Oh my
corner,
god, Anderson's a legend.
So
Dark kill, Leviathan,
well
gamer,
placed. Anderson will fall.
gamer alert. This is 100%. If Leviathan isn't on TSM, he should be, because he's winning.
But instead is going to take the wide peek and finds Harmon stuck in the corner.
If he's still on trial.
Yeah, it's a big concern.
If he's on trial, that's a problem. Reginald, I know you're in here.
They were solo on health.
Sign him now.
Like you said, got dinked on his way to the ramp to help out Wardell on the site. So I felt a little.
What happened to their fifth?
TSM, but
I don't know. Who knows what TSM's doing?
Perfectly placed shock dart. Know that they were low on HP. Capitalizes.
I don't know.
Stop the spike from being planted.
Chat doesn't know.
And then yeah, Leviathan comes in, finishes it off on the 1v1 against Harmon.
DZ? What does it mean?
Big pistol for
I think their team name is DZD's
Nuts.
Nuts. No, Dark Zone, DarkZero.
Pistol would have been huge for DarkZero trying to recover this map in total.
DarkZero. DarkZero point or something. DarkZero.
2 sheriffs.
Class. I don't know. Dark Zone. DarkZero.
Them a chance to get into
Dark point.
And there it goes. Up on top, and Hayes will fall. The collective shots almost act like a firing range for DarkZero. So Rosa able to put some damage in from the side, but his position will be revealed, and how about it? The regrowth comes in, and beyond that, the spike is planted pretty darn safely.
Indeed it is, and they have good positioning. Again, it's just an inferior firepower.
What is going on right now?
Getting pressured hugely by
I don't know. I think he panicked.
Barely stays alive.
That's okay. They're winning.
TSM are able to play off of it, though. Nicely with these SMGs. They're sweeping the site. Everything going according to plan as far as they're concerned. But they might just go ahead and finish this off.
Sure seems that way. One more shot for Anderson to collect another kill, but honestly, I mean, it's just the simple fact that Wardell's able to stay alive.
Yeah.
Allows them a chance to keep holding onto the side.
You feared for him a little bit there. Like, if he goes down with Hayes also having been caught, it gives maybe a chance for DZ to gather up together, get some...
He might be in Discord. I don't know. Justin, are you here?
Interesting, but instead, Wardell...
I've just been chilling, hanging out.
Survives the fragment, and TSM able to clamp it on the side afterwards. But now, it all comes down to whether or not they convert this bonus or not. If they can, you feel like this might be all she wrote soon. If somehow DZ get the first full buy, we're back into a close contest.
Hands are warm.
Yep. Early knife information over through tree. Actually does scout out the scrolls of the play, but TSM just aggressive right into Angel's face. Finds the kill. No chance for a trade.
Here or over there?
Even had the Viper's Pit going to come down very early here. DZ trying to use this to work on in towards the A site, but Sabrosa has stuck around the backside of this. That's what I was about to say. There is still a lot of space here that TSM can work with. Flash will come through.
Rosa. Oh, he's going to win. He's going to win this whole round. Watch this.
To the right.
Never mind.
But granted, Kohler Anderson able to find a couple of kills. Hayes keeps things interesting by finding one in response, and then Wardell gets to work with Bang. Oh no,
Bang.
it's all gone wrong for DarkZero.
Bang.
Yeah, that I feel like that needed to be at least a bit deeper.
Screwface is whiffing.
Screwface able to get the flank through heaven, gets a kill.
Okay, at least he got one. He could have had two
He's
though.
gonna get planted. He's gonna have the ability to maybe get back into defending spawn and still help reinforce this B site when it's all said.
If he got 0 there, that would have really sucked. At least he got away with one. He didn't take any damage.
Rough ride on that initial A execute with the Viper's Pit just not extending quite far enough. They still might be able to pull this thing off.
At the same rate, though, I think TSM fans are probably thankful that Screwface didn't find 2 kills. So
yeah,
it is still doable for a 2v2 situation to come out, especially with an Empress for Bang. Lear also going to come through. Slow or placed right on top of both B main and over through main. Harmon in trouble.
Was intense. Takis are seriously intense. Takis, face the intensity.
I think I would need to tell Brad, like, hey, can you just disable it from my channel completely? I don't, because it's a bait, because it's like an early feature.
Down on several players. That's for sure.
Yeah, and the Nano Swarm behind it also putting a little bit of a punch into the play.
Oh no,
But Anderson just sneaks into market, finds 2. Snakebite will deny any rotation, plus also you do have the Hawk to come on in, and the Snakebite does confirm the kill. I don't think Leviathan ever knew it was down. And there's so many different.
He's about to ace. Oh my god, he's feeling damn good.
Looking for the ace, not going to happen.
Oh my
Bang able to at least respond, but that'll be all he gets. And from behind, but I don't know if he saw the Snakebite down.
Yeah, me neither. With the smoke on top of smoke, it's very possible that you wouldn't see that on the floor. I don't know, or it'd be hard to detect. And this is big because we talked about how Anderson was having such a cold start to the
I love when people say that. So it was an ad block for the win. Twitch is greedy.
So
Man, I fucking hope so. They're a company. They need to make their money.
What around here?
They're business. Businesses make money.
Oh, he also got flashed.
That's not greed.
So he definitely probably did not realize he was sitting in front of a Snakebite. Between that and the decay and being flashed, I mean, good luck, buddy. And now it's the save from TSM, a chance for DZ to get up to 7.
What a series. We've had 2 absolute nail biters.
Turbo, baby.
This one is anything but close to being done. That much feels for sure.
I do have turbo. Turbo's amazing. You guys should get turbo, chat.
Very aware that this could be a play. It just comes down to timing here.
If you don't have turbo, you're fucking up.
Part of this. And Screwface looks around at the wrong time.
Dude, this flank is
this could
wild.
Go catastrophically wrong. The first shot for Bang is good. Wall goes up. DZ are not committing to getting onto the side.
He's like, holy shit, there's so many. Get off the drone. No way, they're about to eco them. Holy shit.
And TSM sneaky play through the middle has panned out to a 5v2.
Oh my god. Let's go TSM. TSM. TSM.
Lockdown will free up some space. Kohler, though, still finds one elimination. He'll be able to play up top in towards heaven. Anderson low.
One enemy remaining.
Gonna try to get pushed out, and Banks gonna find this kill, no problem.
Holy shit.
Oh my goodness. It is a literal quarter of a second away from being red, but Screwface turns around right as TSM breaches the corner. Unreal.
Thrifty.
I just feel like they got so disjointed after they lost that first player too. It's like they couldn't really commit either way. It's like half of them wanted to try to defend the flank and half when they try to take the site, and they just seemed like just, I don't know. It's like one of the few
Yeah.
times I've seen them get a little bit sloppy.
There's no time for sleep.
And how to handle this, because surely they know that more players are coming.
Not
That's
in this house.
Kind of lucky that Hayes gets that one.
Sleep is for the weak.
I'm kind of surprised. Once you know you're getting flanked that heavily, I'm surprised you're not just all.
I could use a nap though.
Control of that.
That doesn't count as sleep.
I don't know. Like, it just seemed like something kind of went haywire there. Obviously, a great play from TSM on the flank, great kills, but I feel like DZ kind of slipped a little bit in that one.
I have the spike.
Hey, who knows? Maybe it's just some of the things that Screwface doesn't really know how many players are coming around because he's in the middle of picking up the ultimate orb. It could just be, maybe that's just a lurker. You know, they just don't know what's on the site. They were setting up to take the site. I mean, the Aldrun was out, the Recon Bolt was out. Everything was setting up for their initial take, and they just got kind of lost on what was in front and what was obviously most importantly behind. So now DarkZero in a really interesting spot. I mean, must-win round coming out here. The Seekers will assist to take down Wardell for the first blood.
Rosa's
position will also be mostly compromised. Paranoia to keep his life a little while longer, but Polar from the side finds their second, and DarkZero are onto the site.
Yeah, really good A-split pressure here from DarkZero. Really putting that pressure on Tree, catching Wardell.
I don't think Leviathan should have ulted. This round was a loss for sure. It should have saved it. 100% should have saved that. That was a 2v5 and he ulted.
Will kind of put that round behind
Wasted it.
And now they'll get their 7th. Get a bit of a reset on the TSM, so to speak. They will maintain all of their weapons. They have 3 ults now in play. Screwface right there on the null command coming up as well, so they'll have 4 ults basically coming into this. They can still put a bit of a run here.
TSM might lose this.
I mean, taking off the Odin is also a big key to the puzzle as well.
No.
Speaking,
when I say
TSM's
going to lose, they actually win. When I say TSM's going to win,
not at all.
But it's a dicey take initially. I mean, if Wardell finds one in a Kohler there, Leviathan's got extra space to work with, so Broza doesn't have to feel like he's overwhelmed. So that it's really, for me.
Nah, they got that huge eco round. Like, they're chilling. That eco round was huge.
At that point.
Yeah, again, it's just, you know, DZ's on the attacking side. They're playing a very high utility composition.
The
they
ball.
have a lot of different tools they can work with as far as, like, blocking vision, flashing, making it uncomfortable for TSM to hold certain areas.
Baby Dell. Oh. Oh, saved.
Operators in play with their ult. They've also got Bang forward. Okay, so TSM able to establish some control from mid-map. They also force out the Hunter's Fury, which really doesn't find much of anything. So it's another major tool off the table in a 3v4 that favors TSM's defense off the initial exchange.
Yeah.
TSM's gonna win.
8 open, so there's a very good chance that DZ
4v3. It's yep.
They have
TSM's gonna win.
potential to also use Cosmic Divide if they so choose.
They're just walking into a free site right now.
Spike down and pop the Viper's Pit. Even being a player down, it still might be all right here. So they are going to go ahead and clear everything inside the side itself. They know they have control now. Spike will go down. Viper's Pit will go into play, making this retake a little bit more difficult on TSM.
Also got the Nebula to block.
TSM. Well, 4v3?
And the Aldrun actually will read that, Leviathan is up here. Shock darts are going to be exchanged.
Oh, baby.
Capitalizes on it.
There it is.
Harmon, no problem. 4v2 situation.
TSM won.
To find a way on it. But Anderson, slow start.
Who cares if there's a freaking Viper ult? It's over.
Deep inside of A main. Time is becoming a bit of a problem. Some spam shots do connect to Anderson, but stays alive through it. Finds one elimination. Able to
no way. No way. Anderson is a literal legend.
Well. Hayes will find the elimination. The time is off the clock. One more gravity.
No!
And the 2v4 is going to be good for DarkZero.
And he saves the gun, and he dies. Oh my god.
Because Leviathan's doing all the right things. He gets his spam kill to the floor of heaven. He then clears out under heaven with the drone. They have a pretty good lay of the land as far as where, you know, DZ players can be. But it's just Anderson being ever so crafty inside that Viper's Pit, making the perfect maneuvers around the generator, getting a couple of huge kills, and now allowing his teammate to finish the job with a nice little grab well, denying any defusal attempt from TSM. And now TSM's lead is shrinking. They're only 3 ahead. They're having to take a sheriff round here, so a great chance for DZ to move closer and closer to double digits and keeping this a close contest.
You have to know the first words to come out of that last round into this one for DarkZero is, let's not get flanked. Let's just make sure that we keep TSM in front of us. That's the whole key right here.
Yeah, that was very, very close round. I mean, Tough one for sure for TSM. As now they try to do a little bit of an eco push into B lobby. They go 1 for 1 early. You can see Harmon and company trying to chase down here with their own utility.
Oh my god, that dart was huge.
A lot of damage.
They're about to eco them again, dude. TSM's about to eco them again. They're winning ecos. They're winning ecos. This is insane.
Finds one, tries to spam. Not gonna get a second. Nanostorm will come through.
They're actually ecoing them again. That's so crazy.
Of Wardell. So now you've got to re-clear again. This is a 4v3 situation. Wardell in the corner cannot capitalize, but Nanostorm does come out, and then Hayes just pushes right on through the paranoia. Throws a collar for Hayes, and it's just down to Leviathan. Finds a weapon, but affected by the Seekers. The good news is he has been able to stay alive through this dark cover, and the spike is down right in front of him.
Yep. Yeah. Still a chance.
TSM's looking like they were going to eco him now. I think they still will. I think Leviathan's got this.
Gravity well gets spent. Kohler looking to collect. They do see Leviathan behind the boxes. Tries to take the wide angle. That's Kohler, but no. The double peek comes through. DarkZero now down just 2.
It's okay.
Man, I have
that was a good eco.
TSM made that a stressful one for DC. They were getting a lot of chip damage done onto the players inside B lobby. I feel like Hayes found some great timing speaking through market, getting that nano swarm down, really putting the pressure on DZ, but it just comes down to Kohler able to make that big push right up underneath market. It's a couple of big frags, gives DZ a fighting chance back into it. They get the 2-on-1. They're able to play together perfectly onto the site. Get in there, get their 9th round. But again, that was the save out of TSM. This is the big one right here. This is the one that they need to.
Why do you have so many chairs? I like chairs.
TSM, because that's exactly what
I like chairs. They're my obsession. They're my passion. I love chairs. I love the way they sit on the ground, and I love the way they're to be seated on.
We have a resonant Empress
I
available
love
for
chairs.
TSM. Hayes one off of a lockdown that could be a very powerful retake weapon. And so DZ, what do they want to do here again? So much utility.
Justin brought this up yesterday. Like sometimes you're watching these matches and you just don't care anymore, and you're just lost. You're literally delirious. Yeah.
Not sure what
Like, I just don't care. TSM's gonna win. It doesn't matter the end result, because the end result. No, I read the script. I read the script. They give it to me every single week.
So I mean, you
and I read it.
Confident defensively that your B setup is finding value. Just comes down to making sure you can convert if you need to eventually have to retake. That comes out. I mean, we'll see. This is gonna be a conversation that's gonna be difficult to have from both sides of the field here.
Hit it!
We're
Sorry.
Hoping for an early peek from Harmon.
Got excited. I thought Wardell was going to hit that shot. There was no jump. Anderson's doing this thing again, dude. No way. He's about to
get this aggro lurk, but Hayes being so smart. Just playing
rank 14, baby. High Warlord.
Commitment and just plays when they're having and gets the frag. And now TSM pressing up middle.
I think he's
only good for 1. So Rosa quick to trade. This is great news for TSM, but that's a big catch from
Screwface.
Losses the numbers yet again. But here's the big problem for DZ. Yeah, you have a 3-on-3. You have no idea what's going on the map right now. You're still on spawn. You have no idea what TSM are.
He's popped blue.
And you've lost your biggest information gatherer in
He
Harmon.
bit it.
Kohler does have 2 Hawks.
Psycho.
Screwface has re-earned the 9th, so there are some tools to try to get some information before you aggress, but there's only 43 seconds on the clock, and you still have to get through Hayes.
Yeah, you still got a lot of utility
see him on the. Yeah, it's all stacked right in front of him. But the Nebula.
This is looking good for TSM right now. This is looking real good. Hayes has his ult. Wardell has a res.
Oh, Kohler taking so much.
This is looking really good. Oh, can't ult. No. Hayes, what the?
No lockdown available anymore.
Yep.
Kohler still getting tagged. Resurrection will come into play. Ainge hoping that he can wallbang, but not quite able to. Kohler's stuck in hell. Screwface has to find a shot. Sees the cape wiggle. Gonna take a shot onto Leviathan. Not gonna find a connection. When is this hit from TSM from the back and they come through? When is this hit from the back from TSM going to come through? They need to make a play. The flashes are starting to come through. Here's the defensive lockdown. Time becoming a bit of an issue, though. Angel's going to hold their ground. Someone has to step forward if you're TSM. There's not a lot of time here. And as they make their move, Wardell's going to find nothing. The lockdown doesn't do anything.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, it's one of those things where they got stalled out for so long. And, of course, part of it was the fact that, well, Hayes died and had to get res. But the other part of it, of course, is the null command that comes into play. also just not really allowing anything to go their way as far as getting that lockdown into position. But at this moment,
so
it's like you want
TSM used like everything.
The lockdown to detain players, but you can't because too much time has already passed to play it that way. And so you could tell that they were just really taxed due to just
I think they're going home.
so long and having Hayes go down
DZ's looking
early,
damn good.
Lockdown down quicker. And now they're back to saving.
But these have been rounds that TSM have done pretty well with, especially in the last couple. So don't rule out anything. I think a lot of people would go ahead and just already chalk this to an 11-11, but I would hesitate to do that if I were you, friends. TSM playing this one a little bit more reserved this time. No aggressive flank plays, no delayed peaks with eco plays.
I'm trying to 5-head this, but I already read the script. I already know what's going to happen. So it's quite all right. It's quite all
big
right.
Moment coming up.
Look at Bang.
As
Look
long
at
as
he's
we
getting
take care of
sneaky.
business here, get to 11-11. Next round is going to be so critical. Now with Bang getting this aggressive at middle, it's going to be interesting. Using Bang aggressive middle to try to force an A stack easier. We still have tabs on middle.
Oh boy, this is such a huge fight. If Bang wins this, TSM wins the game. If Bang wins this duel, wait, the duel's not going to happen. And boom! Wow, what a fast trade though. Holy shit. Nice shot from Bang, but that trade was insanely fast. Leviathan, the man, the myth, oh, good flashes, good util, good util. Oh no, oh no.
That will be all for him. Spike will be planted by Kohler. Screwface watching.
We got ourselves a match here, folks. Tie game.
TSM were dashed as soon as they found Leviathan on site.
Yeah, they found him.
Oh, wait, Rosa? Rosa?
Rosa getting a couple of nice little sheriff kills here. All of a sudden, in a 1 versus 2, might be able to pick up a fallen weapon.
Well, now he lost. That smoke was just,
exactly
that was,
he
wants to ult.
Ult to reposition, or fake the reposition. Either way, goes into lobby and by Ainge and discovered way too quickly. And so that's
it's all part of the script. This is exactly what's supposed to happen, okay? TSM's going to win this round. And then they're going to win the next one, 13-11, go to third map, win the third map, 13-5.
Because whoever, I mean, if TSM loses here, they have to buy all that they can to play for OT.
It's not going to be much.
Yeah, exactly. That's the problem. Meanwhile, there is reserve cash available for DZ. So if this goes as far as like a war of attrition, DZ win in that regard, hands down. They get 2 full gun rounds no matter what here. TSM, they have to be a lot more careful about this next round. They need it to work. If not, they are in such a bad place.
And you have to feel like this tactical timeout is all about how are we going to enable Bang potentially with this Empress? Can we earn Leviathan, Hunter's Fury? That's the only other conditions that they can build here besides the weaponry they bring to the table. Where on the other front, like you mentioned, not only do ZZ have an opportunity to keep kind of reserving cash, but you've got Harmon, who's for sure going to get a Hunter's Fury. You've got Anderson, who's really close to another.
Are you in love with TSM? No. I'm in love with myself.
The other thing you have to think about here is that they've only gotten 1 defensive round in like the last, 8 played? And that was based on like a really tough retake. So, I mean, the momentum is well and truly with DZ at this point. They know that they have TSM up against the ropes economically. They know that they're successful on this attack so far. They're not really giving Wardell a chance to have impact with this operator. They're not peeking him. They're not giving him a chance. And that's why Wardell's repositioning. He's trying to find a new angle, a new approach to this op.
It's good.
Having influencer.
Kohler's going to see some information, at least on the Leviathan. Wardell very well could still stay concealed.
Oh, Baby Dell's about to make a huge play. Oh, Baby Dell!
No. Oh, Kohler. Well, for a second, if he even peeks an extra inch further, he's done. But does stay alive. We go 5v5. Wardell going to reinforce like in the barrier gone.
Oh! Baby Dell! What did I say? What did I say? What did I say?
Another that exact same crack. No one really aware.
Oh my
God! He's just continuing the tee off.
You don't need no jet.
Was he even aware he was going to form that crack? That's a tough one, man. What?
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
I have to wonder if
Baby
that's
Dell.
intentional. I don't think it was. I think he just looked to throw a wall down and stall, and then he's like, oh, wait a second. Check this out. But I could be wrong. Maybe that's a thing.
Ain't nowhere to go. Oh my goodness.
Bruh.
That is, I mean.
I'm telling you, stick into the script. They're going to win this map 13-11, next map 13-5, TSM, victors.
And you're like, what? And then you just use it against them again? Look at this. That's so unreal.
I mean, how do you communicate that? Like, if like Anderson's like, wait, I got shot through the wall, and Color's like, wait, how? Oh, that's how.
Yeah, that's wild.
But look, the first pick, regardless if it's an intended line of sight or not, that's great. It's the second challenge on the Screwface that just makes you remember what Wardell does.
Yeah.
In case you forgot, which if you did, I'd question your sanity, but.
What a round. TSM needed that too. That allows them to have the full buy in the final round of regulation. And they have the edge. They guarantee themselves overtime. They keep their tournament.
No way. The balls on this guy. The.
He checked.
Oh, nice shot, Anderson. I love the balls on the Dell, though.
It'd be busted if she.
Baby Dell's got a big.
Ice skates on her slow orb or something.
I don't want to imagine that in the world.
No.
Sorry.
Big catch for DZ. They get a 5-on-4. They clear out wine. They have full A lobby control. TSM's over-rotating here, and that's a great news for them because this defense is needed.
Yeah.
I mean, DZ have plenty of time to back off, though.
Yeah. Really, for me, this comes down to can Sabrosa get some value off this pair, knowing that
Rosa, win this game.
Sabrosa does get tagged up.
Close it.
To back away.
Close it.
Through for Harmon. Not quite able to connect up with anything, and he's going to go completely wide. He's missed the mark 100%. Actually, no, pardon me. He does find Sabrosa on the third tag. 27 seconds to play. Oh, look at the sneaky little transition. Some energy from DarkZero sent over towards.
It's a good play from DZ, actually. It's a really good play from DZ. Leviathan, though. The man, the myth, the fucking legend. I'm saying it again. I'm saying it again because this is his round.
The present, which is the owner, but can't get the ADS up in time.
We're going to OT.
For Harmon to plant, and he will do so successfully.
Oh, and Calder finds Sabrosa right away, so this retake is being whittled down before it can even really begin. And there it is. DZ just doing such a great job this round of, because they got the early pick and they're able to get A lobby control so early, I mean, they have all the time in the world to stall. And that means that TSM eventually has to come off.
That was a really good play from DZ. That was a very good play. They commit so much. DZ commits so much and made him like really believe that it was an A hit, and it was going to be an A hit, I believe. And then DZ called like an audible, and they're like, no, fuck it, go back B. And then they were gonna split through B and realized, oh shit, we don't have that much time. Let's actually go back A because they're all gonna rotate, and they literally all rotated. They gave him so much time to make him think that they're going back B, and they all rotated.
DZ have a chance not only to get an upset this time around, but to do it for a chance to get a challenger spot.
Yeah.
It'll be a huge step up for them on their way up the, North American pecking order, I guess you could say.
I like that.
It's a big moment here.
DZ changing the script a little bit, but that's okay.
I guarantee. Screwface is going to take the game.
They'll get fined, but it's at the end of the day, it's nothing compared to the big bucks that they're going to make from the
TSM, who were obviously just as good on
the end result, right?
We're going to have an opportunity to start to establish that,
which is TSM winning this fucking map and winning this round.
But TSM are just going to back away.
Now, if DZ takes this map, they're not sticking to the script, and they're going to get
tabs on middle, so it's not like they're fully committed to this. They have
it's going to be bad.
Intel all across the map and the opening pick. They leave the turret behind it, spots DZ's aggression B lobby, so Bang will stick around. A couple of players there. Kohler has to spend so much just to confirm what
this is not good. Oh no.
And he's able to get away. That's massive.
What a pick. Wow. They know they're going to be for sure.
Everything gets boxed in over towards the main. Even the shrouded step for Sabrosa will give you that information saying, yeah, we don't feel comfortable.
Oh, what a flash. What a flash. Kohler couldn't get any help.
Trying to help themselves out.
Oh my god, what a smoke! The fucking timing, dude! Oh, Bang is just better.
Could just go into the Empress if
TSM.
Immediately. Anderson looking for more. Not going to find it as Wardell finds the trade. Just down to Screwface. It's going to have to be a 1v3 with the op. Make it now a 1v4. The res is also earned. Just a bit high off the face. We'll find one. But, I mean, what do you do here? You got a wall in front of you. You got 3 TSM members on the other side. This is looking like this will be 13 for TSM, no problems. But
Let's go, baby.
Clearly gives himself some parkour help. Not going to happen. TSM take the first in the OT.
Yeah, just doing such a great job getting the early pick at B, still having presence all across the rest of the map. So they had all their bases covered. They knew they weren't getting flanked. They knew that there was no mid-push going on. Yes, Screwface able to come in through Catwalk, gets one pick with the op to get it back into a 4-on-4, but TSM get a good read of the situation, able to really get control of that B side and just lock it down. Big round for TSM, exactly what they need to stay afloat. Now they just need to close this out here as well. Try to move on to a map 3, otherwise we will be seeing another set of overtime. As the attacking side's been the favorite side for both these teams so far.
No risky operator pickups this side from either team. Right. And for TSM's defense, it's pretty similar to what they're
already over.
But
It's already going to a third map.
For me, Hayes has turned a lot of his utility up towards the mid-market this time, so that is a little bit unique as far as what we saw from regulation.
Also, a neat little
The setup is like the TSM has them red. They have them red. There's no ults to save DZ. It's like when it's just raw, a raw 5-on-5, no ults. Like I'm telling you, TSM is just better, right? TSM is just raw.
Cover comes through. There's the wall. Bang not in a position to hold the same spot that you were mentioning. Wardell also affected.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, baby.
Holds on the trigger, but Anderson ain't able to keep things alive. Now it's just down to 1. Not gonna happen. Bang finishes things off, and TSM able to level us at 1 map apiece with the clean
raw
2 rounds in overtime.
Yeah, very scary moments for TSM, but they clamped down they needed to most. They won critical rounds at the end of regulation to keep themselves economically afloat, and then they clean house in the overtime.
What's third map?
Hats off to TSM. I mean, they got put through the ringer, and they were able to figure it out and extend the series to a 3rd map. So props to them. Really well done.
And that 3rd map, it's going to be Icebox. We'll step away for just a brief time. We'll come back, give the full recap, and then beyond that, see exactly how this 3rd and final map may plan out between both TSM and DarkZero right in the backside of the break.